A national poll, take a look at it. It's from the New York Times, and it gives Trump a 1-point lead over Harris. That's in a one-on-one matchup. Tomi Lahren here with us this morning. Obviously, a very tight race. Republicans can't afford to be complacent, can they?
Not complacent, not comfortable. I know that there is excitement in the Trump campaign and in the MAGA movement with everything that's happened in the last couple of months, and I get it, but focus that energy to get out the vote. I understand that we're enthusiastic, but none of that matters unless people are out early voting, they're mail-in voting, they're ballot harvesting where it's legal, they're making sure that these people that stand at the rallies with excitement are actually going out and voting in those large numbers that are going to be needed, because this is going to be a harder calculation. I know many people don't think so coming up against a Vice President Kamala Harris, but it's going to be, because the old age argument is now tossed out. And unfortunately, the Democrats are now weaponizing it against Donald Trump. Imagine that. But things are going to be much tighter. There is no comfort here. Time to work.
When does the honeymoon come to an end? Because it's in full force at the moment. She's on in a honeymoon situation.
Well, see, that's the beauty of what they did with their coup on Biden's candidacy, is that the honeymoon period probably won't be over, because we're about 100 days from a general election, even fewer days to an early voting situation. That's why I've said for a long time I believe this was going to happen. I didn't know if it would be Kamala or someone else, but it doesn't matter, because those 100 days, people are still going to be so energized about Kamala, and the enthusiasm gap is closing. Biden didn't have it. Trump did. Kamala has it now, and she's only got about 100 days that she needs to keep it up. Not hard work for a Democrat machine that's also coddled by the mainstream media.
It ain't over yet, that's for sure. Listen to this one, though. J.D. Vance, he's got facing some criticism over past comments. He called out Democrats who don't have children. Democrats are calling Vance anti-woman. What do you make of this?
I don't think he's anti-woman, but what he said about the childish cat ladies or the childless cat ladies, listen, it might make some Trump supporters laugh or giggle. It doesn't make a lot of those suburban women giggle that Trump really needs to win and bring into the fold. There's also a huge gender gap when it comes to young men, and men getting more Trump and conservative, but women maybe going the other direction. Now they've got the potential for a first female president. Hit Kamala on being a California radical and a California liberal. Don't call her a childless cat lady. Don't call Democrat women cat ladies. It's just not going to play well. It doesn't bring anybody into the mix. We might find it funny, but we're already Trump supporters, so it doesn't help. Stick to the issues.
I wonder if you can rein in the Trump-Vance campaign, the Trump-Vance duo. Can you rein them in with the language they use?
I know nobody likes to hear about an apology, but I think if J.D. Vance clarified maybe some of his comments and said, I don't feel like women who don't have children are lonely cat ladies. I don't feel that way. I said it in jest. I think that would go a long way. I do think it needs to be done. Now you've got Jennifer Aniston and other celebrities jumping on those comments. It just doesn't look good. And I know nobody wants to have to do a walk back, but this might be a time for a slight walk back on J.D. Vance's part.
Possibly so. Tomi Lahren, thanks very much indeed. We'll see you soon.
Good to see you.
Okay.